at all. So now actually I can see up here all the stats. So it says Studio Live. It tells me like what we're streaming at
Uh-huh.
and the elapsed time that we're streaming,
Mm-hmm.
which is fan fucking tastic. Because it used to be on like the left, but now I can see it just like above the stream and things like that too. Yeah, they made their UI a little bit better looking.
Yeah, it was due for an update.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been using them. Well, not well. I stopped using them for work a while ago, but when I was using them back in 2020, actually, it was probably when I first heard of Restream.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you would, if you wanted to stream to LinkedIn, you couldn't do
Yeah.
it. There's no direct plugin. You had to go through Restream. So that's how I found it.
Really?
Yeah, it was really weird. LinkedIn just didn't have this because like on Facebook, you can just they can just plug a Facebook through Restream, right? Or you can do it
Yeah.
directly on the app. LinkedIn at the time didn't have it where you could do it directly on the app because like your account had to be a certain size in order to apply to stream to LinkedIn.
Oh, it's
It
like how
was it
Twitch
was
does stuff.
very weird, but like yeah, LinkedIn's like how to articles was like we want you to use Restream. But I'm like, Restream's not owned by Microsoft. It's owned by some Ukrainian dude. So I'm
Yeah.
like, interesting. So yeah, that's how I found Restream. But now I still don't know if you can go directly live. Well, I think you can do it through your phone probably through LinkedIn. Or
Uh,
you just might need a third party app like a Restream. But
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. So also, by the way, as I upload stuff every week for our things, we can now add quizzes to our videos, which is kind of funny.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't tried it out yet.
Oh, I got a good
Maybe
quiz. I got a good quiz question. What
what?
who was in the very first TNA match? I'm like fuck it. I because there's no like Raw archives anymore or like SmackDown. I don't have access to any archives. I was like I want to
There's
watch old
barely going to
wrestling.
be a Peacock archive after this week.
I know. So I'm like, I still have Nate's TNA login. So let me watch. I started watching the NWA like weekly pay-per-views.
Yeah,
Um, so who is in the very first TNA match? It's a
when it
three
was
on.
officially
It's
branded as
Yeah,
TNA.
so it was NWA TNA. It was NWA Total Nonstop Action. So the very first match
Okay.
of the first pay-per-view, it was a six-man tag. Who was in name one of the participants?
God and oh Jesus Christ! I mean, you can,
So this is June 2002.
ew. Okay, Jesus. God, I'm just gonna say Terry Funk for shits and giggles.
No, Terry Funk was not there.
Damn.
Dory Funk was there though, because the show starts with like bringing a bunch of NWA legends out. So get
Yeah.
ready. It was AJ Styles,
Okay, Mr. TNA.
Low Key,
I remember Loki.
and Jerry Lynn
Wow.
versus
Okay.
versus uh versus three Elvis impersonators. They were called the Elvises, and one of them was Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang, what a
Yeah,
guy.
so there's some good trivia, and spoiler alert: the Elvises win.
That's horrible.
So the main event is a 20-person battle royal, 20-man battle royal to see who wins the NWA title, and it's the final two. It's a one-on-one match. It's a pin match, which is the best way to do battle royals.
Yeah, I mean TNA still does that.
Yeah, I know. It's a great. It's honestly what the Royal Rumble should do.
I don't. It's kind of maybe. I get the functionality of it.
Yeah, I mean, I get the whole functionality of the Royal Rumble too. And it does make it very exciting towards the end of the Royal Rumble. But anyway,
Yeah.
Toby Keith
What?
was on the first show of TNA.
Country music.
Country
star
music star Toby Keith. I think he's dead, right? Rest in peace.
No, he's alive.
Toby Keith, no. Who's the one who died like a few years ago?
It's not Toby Keith.
Toby Keith was. No, he's dead.
Is he really?
Yeah, cause of death, he had stomach cancer. 2024.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well, damn.
So yeah, live performance and was being all heelish and came out and was like pushing him out of the way to get to the ring and start the battle royal. So Toby Keith was in the first episodes of TNA NWA TNA Impact, which I thought was just
Wow.
super random. You know, because it took place in like Nashville. Well, no, the first one was in Alabama, and then eventually it found its home in Nashville, the asylum,
You
whatever the hell
know,
they called it.
TNA starting in Alabama makes a whole lot of sense
Yeah.
now.
So, yeah, Ken Shamrock was the first champion. So, there's a lot of trivia from early stages TNA, which I could write up for you that no one's going to know. It's Nate the Great might not even know.
Just randomly drop it in like our video.
Yeah, yeah. Who is the first TNA champion ever? The following week, they did the first I knew the first X Division champion, of course, AJ Styles. But
yeah,
what they did was a round robin tournament match. So it was. And here's the funny part, because of course it's TNA. So AJ Styles, Low Key, and Jerry Lynn lost the match the week before, and are then in 3 of the 4 competitors in the 4-way round robin, in the 4th of Psychosis. For the X Division title. So what there was, it was 2 eliminations and you're out. It starts 1-on-1, and then once you're pinned, you like leave the ring, next guy comes in, and it's like it's two pin eliminations. So AJ Styles pinned Psychosis, Low Key, and then got pinned by Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn then eliminated Low Key and Psychosis. AJ Styles comes back in, and AJ Styles pinned him twice.
I kind of like that round robin concept for like.
It was honestly really cool, and the match was fucking unreal. Like it was this crazy acrobatics. Like AJ Styles is 22 at the time. Low Key is 22 at the time. Jerry Lynn's like 26. Like Psychosis is 31. So the shit they were doing for 2002 was insane.
Yeah. No, that concept of a match sounds awesome with the right people.
Yeah, and it was like 25 minutes, the whole match.
Ooh.
But I was like, yeah, because Styles Clash 1, 2, 3, Styles Clash 1, 2, 3. Jerry Lynn has this weird like pile driver 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles had like a 15-minute 2 out of 3 falls, pretty much. With AJ Styles down a fall. It was crazy. It was really, really good.
That's awesome. I like that concept. As far as AEW hasn't stolen it, they stole everything else.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I've never seen something like that ever. Like
no one ever talks about that style of match. I've never heard of that.
They have like round robin tournaments. Like imagine if King of the Ring was round robin and it's 2 out of 3 eliminations, like how the World Baseball Classic has like the pools.
Yeah, it's like it's a block style. It's kind of how the G1 happens, and so the Continental Classic.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. The G1 Classic.
Yeah,
it's like that, but condensed to 25 minutes with 4 people.
Yeah, into one match.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. Oh, you want to hear a funny story?
Always.
The New York Jets.
Oh, they traded for Geno? Yeah, I'm sure they're like, hey, it worked for Sam Darnold, it can work for us, right?
Although they drafted Geno Smith.
Who's your quarterback now? Because you're a Raiders fan.
Oh, we're going to get Taquan. We are going to get Fernando Mendoza from Indiana.
Oh,
quarterback that won a national title.
First pick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, first pick. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, we were like, we can let go of Geno. When I found out the news, I came back from a meeting today. I checked my phone. I found news. The person I immediately texted was Sam, because he's a diehard Jets fan. I was like, hey, thanks for the draft picks. You guys can have Geno back. He literally responded to me. He goes, I hate this organization.
Dude, McLeod put in our Discord an article from 2022 when Geno was on the Jets. No, it's 1 punch, 2 lives altered. The inside story, the Jets 2015 locker room fight. It's when like a D lineman punched Geno Smith and broke his jaw. So I was like, yeah, I was so glad to have this guy back. Geno Smith.
Somebody listed all the Jets quarterbacks that they've gone through before getting back to Geno Smith.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a very long list.
It's a lot. Mike White, baby. They had hope for Mike White. He had that one good game. Yeah, having multiple friends who are Jets fans is just really funny.
It's pure comedy.
Because they're both Jets Mets, which is even funnier.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Chief and McLeod are both Jets Mets. So we can make fun of them in a few weeks of the bachelor party.
A rough upbringing. That is a very rough upbringing. My God.
Actually, all of you guys have bad court football teams because you're Raiders. Chief and McLeod are Jets. Coney's the Giants. Who else is there? Jensen is the Jets. Although Jensen's Jets Yankees, so that's good. Who else is there? Well, then me, my brother, and Luke are Patriots, and then Roman is the Seahawks. So that's pretty much everybody.
Whatever. You know, fucking. I mean, listen, my team may not be that great, but everybody respects us.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys were good in the 80s, 70s, and 80s.
70s and 80s. And in the late 2000s. Not late 2000s, my fault. Early 2000s, late 90s. We were really fucking good. We forget, we should have won the Super Bowl in like 2000, not 2001, it was 2000. Because we had the best offense in the league. We had Rich Gannon, who was the NFL MVP that year. On one side of the field, you had Tim Brown and wide receiver. On the other side, you had, surprisingly still in his prime, Jerry Rice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We literally had the number one offense in the league. And you want to know the reason we lost? Because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach that year was the recently fired from the Raiders, John Gruden. And Bill Callahan, who was the head coach that took over him, was like, wow, Gruden developed a really great culture and system here. Let's not change a thing.
Let's ride the wave, baby.
And so in the documentary of the game, the Raiders players were like, they were calling out our plays.
Oh, because John Gruden
didn't
knows
change
everything.
anything.
Yeah, John Gruden knows everything.
The calls.
Yeah.
He didn't change anything. And they also had the number one defense in the league that year.
Defense wins championships.
That's true. They demolished the Raiders because fucking Callahan decided, I'm not going to change any of our calls or anything. We're fine the way we are.
And then 2001 was the era of Brady.
You're welcome, by the way. The reason that the Patriots became a thing is because of the Raiders. So you do owe us.
Did the Raiders pass on Brady? No, Brady was low in the draft though.
No, the Tuck rule is against the Raiders.
Oh. Of course, the Tuck rule.
Yeah. Which he finally admitted in the ESPN documentary that it was a fumble. And he had no intent of passing that ball. There's the ESPN 30 for 30 where it's the Tuck rule, where it's Charles Woodson and Tom Brady watch the play again, because the reason Brady fumbled that ball was because of Charles fucking Woodson.
Yeah.
Because they broke down the play like leading up to so I think there was like a timeout or something. And it was either Woodson or the other corner kind of hovered around the Patriots huddle and heard what the play was. So they audibled to a cornerback blitz on Charles Woodson. And Brady's like, I played with Woodson in college. I'm not outrunning him.
Right.
So he just ate it. And then he got bailed out by that BS call.
Well, now Brady is a part owner of the Raiders. So there's your debt has been paid.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. That's where he wanted. I think I told you that's where he wanted to go after New England.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, because he's from California though. Well, no, because Oakland, the Raiders were in California at that time. They were in Oakland
and they were in LA.
No, he's from isn't he from San Francisco though?
San Francisco and Oakland are.
It's across the bay, right? Those are the Bay cities.
Yeah.
Because he grew up a Niners fan though.
But for some reason in free agency before he wanted to play for the Raiders, and the Raiders passed on him. At the time, it was a smart idea because Derek Carr was in his prime. Tom Brady never mentions Derek Carr, but he kind of threw shade at Derek Carr. He came out and was like, well, I wanted to go to this other team, but they were like stuck on this guy. And they're like, him over me? What the hell?
No, in the moment, yeah. I mean,
Derek Carr seemed like a fine choice.
Derek Carr seemed like a fine choice, and Brady was in his late 30s or like early 40s, like about to turn 40.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to know he's going to go to the Buccaneers and win a Super Bowl?
And bring like everybody and their mother over to Tampa and like load up the team.
Yeah. How are you supposed to know? I mean, it's too easy to say in hindsight. Like, I probably would have passed on Tom Brady too for Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy thing to say. And Derek Carr where is he now? Is he?
He retired.
He retired. That's right. He retired.
Mm-hmm.
Solid B+ player, Derek Carr.
And he's also statistically the best quarterback the Raiders have ever had.
Ouch.
It's not a bad thing. He was great. He just never always got the help. And we went through coaches like they were fucking candies.
I always get him and Jared Goff confused.
How?
I don't know. They're just sort of similar names. They came up at the same time. Similar mediocre teams.
Yeah, Jared Goff almost brought the Lions to the Super Bowl a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, but then they're the Lions.
It's also true.
I mean, I do like because I have a friend who's a Lions fan. It's really funny. And a Tigers fan, which is also really funny. I do like seeing the Lions being good the last 2 years because they were so bad for so long.
Yeah, they're fun. They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
So even though the team's kind of getting gutted with their running back duo.
It's like I like them out of pity.
They're
I really have
a
no
lovable
allegiance.
team.
I really have no allegiance to football. It's just my fantasy team is a team I like.
Yeah, no.
And then
The
you know, like,
Lions are a lovable
who's fun to
team.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the Cowboys though. Fuck the Cowboys.
No one likes the Cowboys.
Except Dave.
Yeah, if you're a Cowboys fan, I judge you on the inside. Speaking of, did you hear Dak Prescott broke off his engagement to his fiance?
Uh-oh. She's hot too, from what I remember.
Yeah, but he's smarter.
What happened?
She didn't want to sign a prenup.
Ooh, yeah. That's valid. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, Jazz and I want to do a prenup, but neither of us are loaded.
Yeah, and he is, and he was like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, no, it's called liability. You fucking hoe.
So yeah, that was a big news. One of my friends who's in finance tweeted about it. She was like, if they don't want to sign a prenup, that's a red flag. Like, either way, you do sign a prenup. Either you come to an agreement between you and your partner, or the state signs it, or the state makes one for you.
Exactly. Like, I don't know one person personally who has a prenup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, that's fine, whatever. If I'm rich and I'm Dak Prescott rich and my fiance is not, I'm signing a prenup.
You sign prenup, yeah.
It is a requirement. I'd be like, you know what? We can do domestic partnership. No, domestic partnership is still a legal document. We can elope. We can elope and keep our finances separate. If love means the most to you, no. Yeah. Marriage is a legal document. I'm protecting my ass. Fuck you. You don't want to get married for love? We can elope.
Exactly. Yeah. So good on Dak, I guess.
Yeah, good on Dak.
Very, very much good on Dak. It's one good thing the Cowboys did. There's a before we move on to the show, because there are about 8 or 9 matches we got to cover in AEW.
Right. Are we talking about the CM Punk promo last night?
No, we're going to talk about Finn's.
We'll talk about Finn. I do want to talk about CM Punk because that was a really.
We can talk about Punk.
Let's throw some Punk in there because it was like the most that was the most Phil Brooks promo fucking ever. He's like, I'm not listening, but listen to my good point.
But no, there's a video. There's a content creator called Depressed Cowboys Fan.
Oh yes, amazing. There's a lot of those.
And all he does is he just does highlights of like all football games and college football games and stuff too. But usually when like it's a Cowboys game and they lose, the first thing you hear from him is always goes, or when the what is it? When the Cowboys.
Jazz got new glasses.
I'm listening. Yeah. Hey Frets, live in your pocket till 8. Thanks, Frets.
Attaboy, Frets.
No, when the Cowboys traded Micah Parsons to the Packers, he lost it on a video. He's like, "You're gonna get rid of my Pookie Bear? Not my Pookie Bear." Of all the teams, the Packers. He's like, "Why do I follow this team? Why do I follow this team?" Oh, it's so funny.
I saw the Colts traded Pittman to the Steelers. Wasn't nice.
Yeah, Michael Pittman. Yeah, good for them.
They're cute.
I'm just waiting for Aaron Rodgers to like
die.
Yeah. Or like just like one of his angles is gonna turn to dust this season.
Yeah, it's like, dude, why just retire?
Stop.
Dude.
Yeah, just stop, dude.
You're 43. You're not Tom Brady. I don't even like. You have money. Why?
And you're kind of an asshole. Like nothing's gonna change that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, think what you want. I don't care what you think or what you talk about, but you are kind of just a piece of shit person.
Yeah.
Like you might have been done dirty by certain people, but like you're just not likable.
Pretty much.
Do yourself some favors, please. give me a reason to defend you, and you just can't do it.
Won't shut his mouth.
Exactly.
At all. Oh my God, Rodgers is not going to the Chiefs. You know how much money they gave Mahomes in that mega contract years ago? It's not happening.
Yeah. Mahomes is probably gonna go to the Bucks one day and win another Super Bowl.
Just because. Oh man. Anyway, all right, let's get the show on the road. We got some stuff to talk about. Mania builds, which we're actually building to Mania fucking finally.
We're getting there. Things are happening.
things are happening, and AEW Revolution, the card actually looks very interesting. I'm very intrigued by it. Won't watch it because I don't have my AEW and I don't live internationally yet. So we'll talk about that my AEW thing, which I found very interesting that I stumbled upon it yesterday, I believe. So we'll be back in 3 minutes, and we're going to get the show on the road.
Kings of the rings of the illest. 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 Kings of the rings of the illest.
Live from the Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing Kings of the Rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings of the illest.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest.
The illest.
Yeah, the more I listen to the song, the more I just really, really always thoroughly enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 436. We are live right now on Twitter, Twitch. No, we're not live on Twitter. My God, we haven't done live on Twitter in a while. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us wherever you are watching us. I am your host, King Ricky Rose. Thank you guys again for joining us on this live stream podcast. We've got a lot of things to talk about. WrestleMania finally seems to be doing something, and AEW is going to do a bit of a revolution on what I might say is a pretty impressive card. With me this week, no K-Hausen, but we still have Will. Will's here. Mayo Mate galore. Man who is moving very, very soon, so it's going to be an interesting weekend for you.
This Sunday, I leave Hoboken and go out to the burbs. Be there,
Don't be there. Don't leave me alone. Don't
I
talk
will
to me.
not be there. Yeah,
No, we're hiring movers. They're going to be great. Dumbo Moving and Storage. They do the best job. I swear to Christ. This whole apartment will be unpacked. Not packed. We're already packed, but boxed, put into the truck in like 2 hours. These guys are the best. So
That's quick.
Yeah, no, they're great. There's only 2 of them. They're usually Eastern European, and they don't fuck around. So they're gonna earn their tip. It's gonna be great. I gotta get my keys for a new place though. We haven't paid for anything yet, so that's also kind of a problem.
It's kind of an issue.
I've had to ask the building manager 3 times, "Hey, how can I pay you?" And she's been out of office. So that's exciting. That's not stressful at all. So
Not at all.
yeah,
You have all your boxes on the side of the place.
yeah, I don't. I'm gonna email her tomorrow and be like, "Hey, what do I do? Make it. We're good, right? We're moving in. Everything's good." But yeah, I'm gonna miss this place. I enjoyed my time in this office. So next time we're here, it's gonna be a new setup.
Yeah, maybe you'll actually have parking this time.
I do have a parking space.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Proud of you. Proud of you for that. Fretz is going to have a theme song for his WrestleMania podcast. So I'm interested to hear what that is, Fretz. I really am, actually.
Is it the illest?
It's probably not. I don't know. He did this on his own, so he didn't like use me for any assistance for any of this. So I bet you it's going to be something like very like rock themed.
Probably.
All four.
That checks out with Fretz.
Yeah, it checks out with Fretz. You know, I'm interested to see what it is.
I picture Mr. Fretz in the 80s with like the long hair doing like a D. Snyder look. With like that metal hairband, Mr. Fretz. That or is it straight Kiss? Like Kiss
face paint and everything. No,
yeah.
It can't be the face paint. It's got to be like the stretched out Sting mask.
Oh my god. No, like he tries to do Kiss face paint, but ends up looking like Insane Clown Posse. He just does it wrong. Fretz is just a juggalo.
Oh my god! So when I posted last week's episode, and the cover that I used was Danhausen, which is one of my favorite covers that we've ever done.
Excellent.
I put it to the theme song of the Oddities, which was Insane Clown Posse.
It was Insane.
Do you remember the Oddities
yeah,
theme song?
How can I forget?
It was so good.
1998 wasn't as good as we remember.
Yes, sports wise, it was fantastic.
Well, wrestling wise specifically.
I got a coworker who's a musician. Don't think it'll be a Rocky, but they know what I like. All right. Fretz, I know you have a Sting mask. That's why I mentioned it of itself, because that was my visual of you. So I'm interested to see what Fretz comes up with. Obviously in Sting Clown Posse, but let's go to the current landscape of wrestling, particularly WWE. In particular, last week we were going. NXT had their show Vengeance Day over the weekend, Saturday, March 7th, from Orlando, aka the Performance Center, and we're going to put the results up here. Currently, right now, Blake Monroe defeat Jada Parker in the street fight, which actually
I was right.
Very, very good match. Actually, I'll tell you that right now.
Tony D, I was right.
Yeah, Blake Monroe actually slammed Jada Parker. She had a black bag, so I thought it was tax.
No, I think I switched to Kalani. I don't remember.
We all picked Kalani.
Damn it! I picked all the advice. You guys convinced me, you fuckers.
So, Blake Monroe pinned Jada after slamming her in on a bag full of diamonds because of Blake Monroe and being a black man.
Nice.
It was cute. They had a pretty wild street fight for NXT purposes, and actually it was very ironic because it was pretty much almost to the day of the Hollywood ending.
I don't know.
Her and Tony Storm.
I don't know how you don't take one of those diamonds and put them in your tights just for the gimmick.
Should put them on like the knee pads.
Yeah,
or something.
But they're diamonds. Diamonds are expensive.
Yeah, but they're not dynamite diamonds.
But they're also forever, and so is Ric Flair.
That's true. Fred said, "I'm reviewing 1998. Will I know how bad it is?"
Yeah, no, it's just like, wow, why are the oddities and like the Hurt Commission still on television? The DOA still here? Wow, at least Savio still has a job. And it's like, hey, look, Austin.
Yeah. Anywho, Tony D beat Deion Lennox in a pretty straightforward fight. Although that was an interesting start too. So Deion Lennox was waiting for Tony D in the NXT parking lot, and so they started fighting in the parking lot, made it all the way through the ring, and then the match started. Nice. So Tony D had to fight pretty much all of Dark State, which was very interesting.
Tony D. Baby. What's his new gimmick? He's not a mobster anymore.
He's just a guy out for vengeance.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah, because everybody in the family left him. And then he blames Dark State, so he took out all of Dark State. And so this is his.
I mean, the mobster gimmick probably ran its course. There's only so much legs that gimmick has.
There's only so much you can do with that.
Yeah.
And like that character's in the wrong era of wrestling.
Yeah,
that's the only issue.
It's like 2002 NWA TNA would have been great.
Perfect. Yeah, but not this time around. Tatum beat Izzy Dane to become the women's North American champion, and probably the most entertaining match of the night. NXT Underground always fucking delivers. NXT figured out the Underground match.
I think I got that one.
And it was so good. What's up?
I think I got that one wrong too.
We all got that one wrong. Because I was like, okay, Lola is probably going to lose because they're going to probably push Kalani. Although the build for that was right. So Kalani, who was a college gymnast, a really good college gymnast from Michigan State, goes to train for the underground because Lola Vice is obviously a UFC fighter. She does
Right.
like this ultimate fighting stuff.
Yep.
So Kalani goes and she finds Shayna Baszler. And she's all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So Shayna's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much for training me." And I'm just like really excited to do it. And Shayna just looks there with a dead face, like shoves jump ropes in her hand, goes start jumping. So there's a whole training montage. And then the match was really good because Kalani was hell bent on I can use gymnastics in an ultimate fighting like scenario. And Shayna's
Yeah.
like, "No, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out."
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you do all
gonna
the
do a
flips you
flip.
want.
They're gonna kick you in the face, and the blood's just gonna be like, I don't know where to go. Knocked out.
So the match was actually really, really good. And for some reason, what NXT has figured out the way, because it obviously is a stage fight, but NXT has figured out a way to make those underground matches look extremely vicious.
Yeah.
One of the ways to do that is to put someone who did Ultimate Fighting in all of those matches. And Lola Vice is that person. And so it's getting towards the end of the match. It's been a pretty good match. And Lola tries to either throw Kalani or do some sort of thing. And Kalani literally backflips out of it. And as soon as Kalani lands back on her feet, she gets hit with a spinning back fist and knocks her out. And that's the end of the match.
Amazing.
It was really good. So Lola Vice wins by TKO. She is officially 4-0 in the underground and is now nicknamed the Queen of the Underground. Which, number one, fantastic gimmick for her.
So that's a good name. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Works perfectly. Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints put on a classic wrestling match. Ethan Page got a little bit involved because Ethan Page and Ricky Saints are kind of buddy-buddy now. But Joe Hendry wins. Pretty much what it was. Overall, solid NXT performance. It's the last big one before Stand and Deliver, which has moved up a couple of weeks. It's not going to be on WrestleMania weekend. So good for them. Good by everybody all around. Like I said, again, the standout match, I believe, was the Underground match. It was really, really good. And now what we've all been waiting for, particularly Will, what are the results of our prediction battle so far?
Yeah, I'm still in first place, baby. Let's go.
Tied for first with
fucker.
myself, me
fucker.
and Will. And then Kay is in third place by 2 points. It's behind us by 2 points. So it's still anybody's ball game, still really, really ridiculously early. We've got a lot to go over. We've got Revolution coming up, Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania, obviously a big card that we don't know much about just yet, but it's all going to kind of come together. Speaking of WrestleMania, in and of itself, let's pivot to the fact that LOL Cody wins. In a moment that happens.
It happens. I saw it put brilliantly on like Twitter or wherever the fuck I saw it. It was like, so let me get this straight. Randy Orton pins Cody Rhodes for a title shot. Cody Rhodes gets a title shot first and wins. How does that make sense? Like, why even have the chamber then?
It's because the winner of the chamber gets a match at WrestleMania. It distinctly says at WrestleMania.
I know, but it's just like, yeah, but Cody just bet, and Sami Zayn touched upon this in a promo on Friday as well. It's like
On SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, on SmackDown, it's like you just lost. You just got pinned. Why do you get this opportunity? Oh, Drew screwed you. But you lost.
But Drew also screwed Jacob too, and so I don't know why they had Jacob interfere in this match, and it still has led to nothing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I guess this is going to be a fatal four-way, which it probably should be.
It should have been that after freaking after Elimination Chamber. I thought it was like, oh, it's going to be a fatal four-way because before the Chamber, Randy has a stake, but like he's not really the story.
Yeah.
Now he's the story.
Randy is just kind of there. The story with the three of them. It's like there's no reason Drew McIntyre should not walk into WrestleMania as champion.
I agree.
Like if you want Cody to walk out, fine. Yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. But even Charles Robinson, this picture is like, wow, this is stupid.
It's like, let me just give him this belt and get the fuck out.
It's like why not just have Drew? Why have Drew win the belt in the first place then?
It's
for this like 58-day reign,
something like that.
It's like, did you guys just try to pop a rating twice? Is that really is the SmackDown ratings really that bad?
Or do they have low confidence in WrestleMania ticket sales, which is probably both.
But it's like you had two title changes on SmackDown in the past
Mhm.
3
2 weeks.
in less than 90 days.
No, in 2 weeks.
No,
the
because
tag titles split.
Drew won the title on SmackDown.
Oh, you're talking about the three
initially.
stages of
Yeah,
hell.
the 3 stages of hell was on SmackDown. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Cody won it on SmackDown. You had 2
Correct.
WWE title changes. Your top belt on free TV twice.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in March.
Yeah, like I understand Drew winning 3 stages of hell, and that's cool. That's fine. Have Drew run being. You should have had Drew run being a menace all the way into
Yeah,
Mania. Build
I
up
agree.
his heat.
I agree.
Whatever you need to do, have everybody vying for him, and then push come to shove as early as maybe last week or after Chamber. Drew does something to piss off Nick Aldis, which he did technically, and Nick Aldis is like, okay, Randy gets a title shot, but so does Cody, so does Jacob. You've been screwing them for whole long. It's a fatal 4-way at WrestleMania. Easy done. Build that way. And have them, and when you do a build very similar to what they did in a more organized way, very similar to what they did with Ronda and Becky and Shawn. You get that chaotic moment where they all have to like be separated and arrested, and the match built itself after that.
Yeah, and it pretty much did. After that, we were like, oh yeah, why? Because before that, it's like, oh, Vince is like, Charlotte in the match. Yep, done. And then after that, we're like, all right.
Touche, Charles. Touche. Good point.
Cody's there for DEI. Yeah, we need the American, and well, Randy's American. We need the All American in there.
We need Mr. Raheem. It is getting. That is the Drew McIntyre story. He becomes a menace and he gets his comeuppance every time. Every time. It just seemed. It's like Cody winning. Okay, fine, but it's like you said, this should have happened at Mania. They did this with Cena all the time at Mania, which made Cena Cena.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to go up against the odds. But Cody coming in as champion for the second year in a row, at this point, is going to be interesting. For all intents and purposes, I'm rooting for Randy.
I'm also rooting for Randy.
I'm rooting for Randy.
Yeah, no, people are ready for a Cody heel. It's like you guys really want Cody to be John Cena, don't you? And we're about to boo him. We're getting to the point where Cody's stale.
He's gonna get that polarizing moment.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where Cody's stale. We want something new, but he's QB1. QB1 has to be a babyface. That's how WWE has always been.
Yep, and that's why sometimes Unreal is a bad idea for shit like this.
Yeah.
So Cody's going into Mania as champion unless Jacob Fatu ends up beating him next week. Who knows?
At least Unreal officially ended Road Dogg's career.
Yeah, and this movie can't blame on Road Dogg.
Exactly, he's gone.
Yeah, this is totally somebody else's problem. I gotta find. Did you like the videos I put up of the guy playing Triple H?
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, he did one after Raw yesterday, so I gotta find it and watch it. But yeah, Cody's champion. That's the thing. Moving on to other things happening on SmackDown. It's the battle of who's really that bitch at this point. That's what I got from this promo. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley for the first meeting on SmackDown after their worked shoot of a Twitter battle. Potentially, no one really knows. This was interesting. I liked kind of Jade's "I'm holier than thou" kind of look.
I like her outfit.
Yeah, it fits the character they want her to portray. You just need to see Jade a little bit more. And she's like, I'm a superstar. I'm above you. Like, you're great, Rhea, but like, I'm just better. And Rhea's like, well, I put in all the work and I've earned my spot here, so I'm actually better. But they both said that they're that bitch. So it's the battle of who's that bitch. I think this was a good start, but it needs to get heated a little bit more.
Did they mention their Twitter beef?
No, they didn't. Yeah.
I mean, you gave people something to care about,
and you didn't attack it. Yeah,
and you ignored it, which means there was a shoot.
Yeah,
which means Triple H took them backstage, like, squash this shit right now. This is what we're doing. Get your shit in line.
Yeah, pretty much. Jade started out her promo with shaking Rhea's hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
a left hand though, which is the left hand. If they really do storytelling, left hand is very symbolic because that's informal. You always usually shake with your right
hand, yeah. Yeah.
So the left hand I thought was a very interesting move by Jade. It could mean nothing.
Yeah, she could just be left-handed.
She could be just left-handed.
I mean,
like,
I'm left-handed, but I always shake with the right hand because it's just customary. I think to me, it was always like people shake with the right hand. It's customary because most people are right-handed.
Correct. Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe Unreal season 4 will tell us.
Probably as they're filming it right now.
Right. But yeah, like I saw this kind of getting poo-pooed on the internet, saying it's like you guys had something and now it's like you have them shake hands and it's just like, oh, I guess it's gonna be a friendly respect I'm that bitch battle, which
yeah, it's not what anybody wants.
Yeah.
Not what anybody wants at all. And I mean, it's very interesting that WWE, because this happened it happened in ring last year with Tiffany and Charlotte.
Yeah.
And they didn't really address it afterwards, yeah, but they did kind of use that momentum to propel the match to be a bigger marquee match than what it actually turned out to be.
I think they stopped having promos with each other after that, and it was mostly just physical.
Yeah.
Which was like, okay, that's actually believable. I think it makes sense not to bring that up again because that was
very real, yeah.
And unprofessional, like on TV.
Correct. Yeah.
Like you don't do that kind of shit on TV, whereas this is something that kind of happened organically off TV that you can then bring to TV.
Yeah, run with it. WWE has run with crazier ideas before.
Like you do squash it backstage, but then you run with it on TV. Whereas opposed to last year, it happened on TV, so you squash it backstage and pretend it didn't. I think that was the right move to pretend it didn't happen. But you be very strategic with how you play the rest of the feud. Whereas this one, they're just like, we're just gonna pretend nothing happened and fuck you.
Yeah, but like everybody saw it, and that's the problem.
Yeah, people, yeah.
And honestly, this is like, I know we talked about it last week, where you're pretty much like, all right, the night 2 main event is set. Night 1 is up for grabs. This could have been night 1.
Yeah, if they built it properly and kind of ran with it.
Yeah, this could be night 1.
This very easily. It could be night 1. I still don't think Liv and Stephanie is night 1.
Liv and Steph is good. I like Liv and Steph. I don't think it's night 1 yet, but it's building very nicely.
Their story, like they're both doing a very good job of defining their character. They're doing a very poor job of those characters interacting with each other. But there's plenty of time.
They did have one little scuffle on Raw, which is fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the music hit and it was great.
Yeah,
just Liv's body reactions.
Even though I don't like Stephanie's new music, they really should have just paid the other guy that made the music for Stephanie.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a bunch of BS.
Give this feud time, let it cook.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm interested to see what they do on Friday.
They had a chance, and it looks like because even look at like Leah in his picture. She's like, I don't believe what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's like, I respect you. In her head, she's like, I don't respect you.
To be fair though, Rhea's the way bigger star.
Right now, yes, yeah.
I mean, how many has Jade defended her belt more than once since she's won it?
She's probably defended as many times as Dom defended his.
I mean, I get their
his
heels,
IC title.
Like I get their heels, but like Dom was injured, so he gives a little more grace. But it's like, okay, if you're gonna tell the story of I'm that bitch, okay, where's your proof? Where's your stats? Where's your anything?
Yeah,
where is it?
This is a feud that needs a lot more physical activity, not between each other, but with both of them in the ring. Because Rhea's been in the tag team for most of this last 12 months. So she's got to get a little bit of you have to remind people why you're like really good one-on-one. And Jade we need to see more of Jade. Like Jade is a presence whenever she takes the screen on SmackDown, and that's a good thing. She's tall, she's Amazonian, she's anatomically perfect for the most part. But we still need to see more of her in the ring as a champion.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's the thing. And they've got less than 40 days to do it.
Yeah. I mean, because that was the main critique with Jade over the last year or so. It's just the in-ring work.
We want more.
Yeah. It's like she's very good at high spots. Like moments. Jade is great at capturing those moments, but you got to be able to string together the sentences and the workflow in between those moments. And
absolutely.
It's just not. And WWE doesn't give us a chance to actually let her do that.
Yeah. So I definitely agree with that. So Jade and Rhea, it still has potential. I'm not poo-pooing it, but it was like, we need more of them.
Yeah.
A lot
Agreed.
more of them.
Agreed.
Back on Raw yesterday, as we're filming on Tuesday, Finn Balor literally got the shove from Dominic Mysterio out of the Judgment Day in kind of something that I thought was going to happen. I don't know, post-Mania, but they're kind of pulling the trigger on this now.
I like this beforehand because Dom Finn 101 is a good match.
Yeah, but there's no IC title involved, and I don't want the AAA title to be between Finn and Dom.
Oh, 100% agree.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Alex, I was thinking about this too last night when I was watching it. Does this match need the IC title, or is the IC title needed elsewhere for a multi-man match, ladder match, some kind of match?
You make a fair point.
To get more people on the card, right? Because you
make a fair point, yeah.
You want to get your stars on the card. Penta's a star.
Absolutely.
Right? So he's
100%.
going to be in some multi-man match, part of the Americanos and the rest of the mid-card. You got to find a way to get these people on the card. And typically it is either a tag team or a mid-card belt ladder match. So in that sense, does this feud need a title on the line? Because does the title make it very obvious that Finn's just going to win the title? Whereas now it's just okay, I can see Dom winning, I can see Finn winning this. So I don't think it necessarily needs a title. I think the title is needed elsewhere.
Fair enough. I'll give you that point there. That makes a whole lot of sense. But I did like how Finn was like, well, maybe your father was right. Maybe you are just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised they blurted out prick.
Prick, yeah. They let everything else go. Yeah, and they and then what was surprising to me, which I thought they hit it very well in the camera, was JD attacking Finn.
Yeah.
It was a very good little camera trick they pulled.
I mean,
on that, which I thought was.
And they did a good job of him kind of making that split decision. Who am I going to go with?
Yeah. No, it was very, very well done. I mean, they all ganged up on Finn Balor like he was Hulk Hogan during Black History Month. But yeah, they beat him down. So where does Finn go from here? Do we get Finn and Dom at Mania? All signs point to yes. It could be an interesting. It's essentially a blood feud. There's like you said, there's going to be no title on the line. So what really happens there? It's going to be a big toss up. There's more to this. Out of all of the non-title feuds, one, this is the one that they're finally trying to build, and two, this got a really good reaction by the crowd in Seattle.
It did. Crowd in Seattle in general was a hot crowd. Very nice, very hot crowd. They were into pretty much everything. Yeah, this segment was done very, very well. Yeah. Between everybody. Everyone got their licks in. Finn, I don't know, because they were teasing it for months that Finn was going to turn on Dom.
Or if Finn was going to break up the Judgment Day himself.
Yeah, but I think this was the right way to do it.
Yeah, you kind of give Dom that heel heat, which has always been a heel, but he's been a lovable heel.
He's a much
now
better
you go,
heel.
Yeah, and then you give Finn kind of that babyface rub because they're going to turn Finn babyface again.
And the internet, to be fair, the internet wants him to be a babyface. The internet's like, why is Finn being mismanaged? Why is Finn not being used properly? Give Finn a chance. It's like, all right, that's a signal. He's a babyface. Let's scrap our original plans of Finn stabbing Dom in the back because they do want Dom to be that massive babyface for AAA.
Yeah,
it's more money. But of course, Dom's just a natural heel.
Yeah, especially with that haircut and that
mustache. The mustache. The longer the mustache gets, the more heelish he is.
The longer the hair gets, the more he looks like very 80s Eddie.
Yeah. I think Eddie might have been his dad.
Like when he hit the frog splash last night, I was like, and he flipped his hair back, I was like, that's Eddie.
That's Eddie. Very Eddie.
That's a very Eddie thing. Maybe that wasn't a storyline after all. Maybe that was a real thing. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I mean, he's also way taller than Ray.
Oh man, absolutely nutso stuff there. But yeah, also the things that happened that we said we're going to cover, we don't really have a slide for any too. Punk being Punk, pretty much. Yeah.
This promo was so good because this Jimmy and Jay apologize, like Reverend Jesse Jackson in South Park.
But this is something, rest in peace, Jesse. This is something also that kind of took the internet by storm, besides the obviously argument between Jade and Rhea. This took a life of its own. I'm going to bury you next to your father. because obviously the Samoans are huge in wrestling. Zillifa 2 went off online about it. Like this
The
caught some
Rock,
steam. And
The
this
Rock
is,
said something. Yeah.
yeah, this is something where they said, okay, we're gonna keep going with this, which I thought was great. And I love how it only took one little thing for like CM Punk said, for Jay to just flip again,
Mm-hmm.
the right hand man. Like they would like Jimmy and Jay went into bloodline Jimmy and Jay.
They
Really
did
quickly.
they did. It's because CM, and that's exactly what CM Punk missed. You disrespected the bloodline.
You
And
respect the family, yeah.
And CM Punk was just like, okay, yeah, but the bloodline is still Roman. And they're like, no. You're not
Bloodline's
listening.
all of us.
The
yeah.
bloodline is all of us. He's like, how many times did they just say, this isn't about Roman? And CM Punk's like, yeah, but Roman. It's like, it feels like you got offended, right? It's like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you're at fault. Now, I just
It's
watched
not
this
yeah, it's
promo,
not
I
it's
was
not an
like,
apology.
yeah, I was like, this promo is the perfect caricature of what people think CM Punk is like, and what most circumstances CM Punk is probably like. Because sure, if like Jimmy and Jay were actually offended by the lineup, I probably didn't know. That probably was just a Roman thing, right? So like, if Jimmy and Jay didn't know and they went up to him, hey, that was a low blow, Punk would be like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's storyline,
Exactly.
yada yada, bury that, whatever. But on camera, this is the most CM Punk way to react to this. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry you don't get how Roman's manipulating you. And it was like, Phil, it's like the perfect way the internet argued with each other. It's like they're talking past each other, they're talking at each other, not to each other.
Yeah.
And Jimmy and Jay are doing their best to be like, Punk, listen, use your ears.
It was
I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, it was a very good version that the Usos did of Bad Cop, Good Cop,
Yeah.
where Jay was a hothead and then Jimmy was like, listen, don't listen to him. Listen to me.
Mhm.
Let's talk about this. Let's tell you our viewpoint. And it was almost like, okay, we got something here. And then
I think it
I will
needed
say
a
this.
little more physicality.
I think
The
it
mic
does kind of
and the
end on
shove,
that,
like super kick. Just one super kick would have been perfect.
although that punch was real stiff.
Punch was a
I
good
saw that punch,
punch.
but I was like,
Yeah.
that was a tight one.
It was a
That
good
was a
punch.
tight one. Yeah. It was a good little, well, technically a forearm, but it was a really good punch. Definitely. Of course, you did get early access for 2K friends. We'll talk about that on the post show. But yeah, no, I did like the it's building, and I do like one of the things Punk did say was like, if Roman really had a problem, I'd be talking to Roman about this.
Also true.
You know,
Where it's like, but like, there's no indication anywhere, because Punk was like, "Oh, Roman sent you guys out." And he's like, "No, he didn't." There's no
Yeah.
indication that Roman sent them out. Jimmy
Yeah.
and Jay are just defending their uncle.
correct.
That's all it is. Like,
Sure.
Punk, that's just what it is. And you're
Yeah.
trying to make it about something else because you do not want to, because it's very hard for you to say you're sorry.
Yeah, he probably saw Jack Perry in those moments too.
Yeah, it's like he's fucking. It's like Punk. You're good at gaslighting, but you're not this good. Because they're clearly telling you what you're saying is not what this is about.
Yeah. Yeah, it is one of the things. Oh, by the way, Brother Wade is here. It was a solid segue. By the way, happy birthday, Brother Wade.
Happy birthday, Wade.
Happy birthday, Wade. Thank you for joining us on your day of birth, which I did not know you were born on Mario Day. So congratulations, Brother Wade. On that, and we hope you are doing well. So yeah, WrestleMania is kind of building. We've kind of got some stuff on the way with WrestleMania. No problem, Wade. Stuff on WrestleMania, but now we're going to pivot from WrestleMania and we're going to go into AEW. And when I mean AEW, I mean they're bringing in the AEW network. Actually, not really, but it is called My AEW. It is going to be a streaming service for everybody in the world that is not a part of the United States or Canada. Is what it is.
Oh, so this is what the Intercontinental title really represents.
This is where it's going to be defended. So I did go to myaew.com because I saw this kind of just abruptly came out of the blue. No one really talked about this at all. There was no indication that this was coming up at all. But essentially, you'll get an archive of old AEW shows. There's a free channel which you can get. Well, so they set up like a network where they have a free stream,
Mm.
and you can like they were showing AEW Dynamite from like the first episodes,
That's cool.
and it's a continuous stream. MyAEW.com is also going to be the hub for their AEW podcast network as well, because they do have a series of podcasts and stuff that they do. That's going to be built in, but it's mostly for the international crowd due to obviously they already have broadcasting rights here in the United States.
I was gonna say
And
it's
then
got
some
to
in
be
Canada.
broadcasting and streaming rights, and what's gonna happen with this Warner deal?
Yeah, Warner, who's probably going to Paramount now, so yay.
Like whoever buys Warner or whatever that deal goes through, AEW probably trying to be like, all right, let's try and get this in to the U.S. market and sweeten the pot a little bit, which is what I would try and do, because you got to assume a high majority of AEW's audience is in North America.
Yeah.
So
Like
excluding
when I
that,
saw this,
it's like how much is it? Like who's this for?
they're doing it more for the international crowd. And speaking of how much is it, we have pricing. So it's going to be called MyAEW for International. So there's a free watch AEW Fast channel, which is the one I was telling you about, and also the
And
AEW
their
podcast will
podcast,
also be free.
Duh.
So we're going to have tiered monthly, where you just get like the podcast, the Fast channel. This also includes Ring of Honor as well. So that is
it has a home.
Yeah, Ring of Honor. Well, Honor Club TV, they're just porting over here because you still can buy Honor Club TV by itself here in the States. And a Ring of Honor pay-per-view is on your monthly tier. You can do the monthly and pay-per-view tier, which you get one pay-per-view a month from AEW, because AEW almost has a pay-per-view a month now. Remember when they were only going to do like 5?
No, they've been around long enough to do monthly. I think their roster's big enough to do monthly too. I think they have enough ticket sale. I think they have enough credibility to do monthly.
So they also have, select archives. Dynamite and Collision are also live on all the tiers as well, because we can stream it simultaneously on HBO Max if we wanted to here in the States. Honor Club TV live as well. And then for the annual pass, you get the Fast channel, the podcast, and all of the AEW pay-per-views. All 2026 AEW pay-per-views.
Okay, got it. All 20, all the
TV archive, select AEW archives, so on.
See, that's what I wonder what that means. Select AEW pay-per-view archives. It's like, why? What could you possibly have for rights issues? Unless it's like the EU has like a violence.
So with the archives and things like that, either you're watching it live, but after it's live, it's in the fine print here, which you can't really see on our stream, but there is a 90-day hold before we put it into the library.
Okay, so select this means it's not going to be available immediately.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so you got to wait 3 months. Okay.
Yeah, there's a 90-day hold.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how this goes, if this picks up steam. Again, this all came kind of abruptly. The UI, because I was on it on Monday in between my work obligations. But the UI is pretty basic. You can sign up really, really easily. Even if you're on the States to get the free channel, you just can sign in with your Google account if you have one. And again, in the States and in Canada, you just get this fast free channel and the podcast when it gets built. It's a very primitive website, but it's really simple. Again, this is more for an international crowd, because I was curious. I was very curious about this. I was like, if I could pay $20 and get like an AEW live pay-per-view, maybe I'll do that. But when I found out it was for everybody else but us, I was like, I'll pass.
I was like, I'm not spending an extra $30 or $15 a month on a VPN for it.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm interested to see how this goes. AEW seems to be on the up and up. They pretty much so tickets for Double or Nothing. We mentioned this last week. Tickets for Double or Nothing went on sale this Monday. They've already sold out half the arena. That's really good.
Yeah,
That's
good.
really
Okay.
good.
Good.
That's really good. Tickets are also very, very affordable for us. I think I put it in our chat.
Yeah, they were. It was like what, $80 for like ringside,
Lower bowl.
lower bowl. That's fine.
Yeah. we're waiting on K. K doesn't know yet.
Yeah. When is it? It's what?
Memorial Day weekend.
That's May.
End of May.
Yeah, I'm probably out because my dad's birthday weekend. I usually go home that weekend.
Yeah. Have fun in that traffic, by the way.
Ugh, don't remind me. It's never going up. It's coming back.
It's always coming back. The roads get thinner. That's why. That's pretty much why. That's why it is. We all kind of get bottlenecked in.
Yeah.
That's the issue. All that land and so little space. Anywho, AEW Internet. AEW
Fucking
International
facts,
Students.
dude.
AEW International. We'll see how this goes. I'm interested. I'll kind of like low key follow this. See like what.
Yeah, I'd say we can ask Fretz how it is, but excluding Canada.
Canada, yeah, very small print.
Like my only international friends are in Canada, so I can't really ask anybody about this.
I don't have any international friends that enjoy wrestling that are not in Canada.
That are not in Canada.
So, yeah, they're kind of in the same boat. But I'm interested if this does well. Could this be real quick before we move over to Revolution? Could this be a way that if something goes wrong with the Warner deal and AEW is like, you know what, we already have our system in place. We can open it up to like the USA and Canadian audience.
I mean, you think it would? Are you asking if it would replace a TV deal?
Potentially.
I think
not really replace a TV deal, but like, let's say the acquisition happens with Warner.
Yeah.
And Paramount at this point, who's the front runner, is like, we want this, and this, but we don't want this. And this thing that we don't want is AEW. Because this happened with WCW.
Yeah.
AOL Time Warner was like, we love all of this, but WCW has to fucking go.
I think that would be devastating to AEW's business.
I agree.
I think they pay most of their wrestlers through Nick Khan, whoever Tony Khan's dad is, Shad Khan, Shad Khan,
Shad Khan. I think
Shad Khan, whatever his name is. And then most of it is from their TV deal.
Yeah.
So either cable or streaming. So if you don't have that, it's going to be devastating to their business. Mm-hmm. I think you would still open this up to the US eventually, regardless.
I agree.
And because WWE had a network plus TV rights. So that would be very healthy for their model. But you cannot run a business model just on this. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah. No, I hope hopefully in the next year this opens up to the US and Canadian audience, which is where the base is. I do like it for the international crowd because now the international crowd doesn't have to stay up till like 3 a.m. to watch an event live. They can watch it at their leisure.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of traveling internationally. Obviously, All In is in London. You have the Grand Slams are in Australia. So for those fans, this makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And for us, this would just be a convenience, but it's a convenience that I would enjoy. To be completely honest with you. A convenience I would thoroughly enjoy. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving on to other things going in AEW, and in particular, this Sunday, as well as Moving Day, but also this Sunday is AEW Revolution, one of their biggest shows of the year on the Ides of March, emanating from the Crypto.com arena. I call it the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, the final resting place of LeBron James, more than likely. It is an 8-match card with 1 match on the pre-show, which we're going to cover because I find it funny when you find out what that match is. Kate's predictions will come in a little bit later before the event on Sunday, but we're going to get right into it with the main event of the main events, a Texas death match, which at this point is just AEW's version of a Hell in a Cell match. What
a fucking weird graphic. What are they looking at?
It's Hangman's face.
I know. MJF's just like, I'm not even acknowledging you.
He's just kind of like, did you fart, dude?
Yeah, dude, he has like a sorority girl look on his face. Like, Tiffany.
Yeah. That's a good one. MJF, the AEW World Champion, versus Hangman Adam Page in a Texas death match. They've been promoting this up really, really well. This has been building to something pretty big. MJF is just a great heel for AEW. He's essentially their cornerstone. He's like the only pillar that's relevant.
He's all 4 pillars at this point.
Yeah. Hangman Adam Page, somehow still the forever babyface for the AEW crowd. Texas Death Match is kind of his thing. This is a back and forth that I don't know how this is going to go. Because MJF is pretty much like, I'm better than you and you know it. And Hangman Adam Page is like, I've been here as long as you. And I don't
know it.
Yeah, and you know it. This is a battle of 2 former champions. I see this playing up as MJF is going to kind of like whine and moan, but he's still going to get his hands dirty. And Hangman Adam Page is just going to be as psychotic as he was during the Swerve rivalry.
Are they still doing the gimmick
You
where
know.
if Hangman loses, he won't go for the belt again?
That is part of this, yes.
See, that's the monkey wrench. Those gimmicks are really stupid. It worked so good with Cody.
Yeah, it did. I still think, I don't know, MJF recently won this several months ago. And MJF is just, he's a good heel. I just don't see them. I don't see Hangman Adam Page winning this.
I don't either.
I see MJF finding a really weird way, in his MJF way, to get to squeak out a win in a very improbable match that he should not win based on his character.
Maybe Wardlow comes back.
Stop.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you. I'm gonna go MJF on this one too, because a gimmick like this, no DQ in this particular situation, helps a heel like MJF vastly more than it does a babyface like Hangman. Because some shenanigans can go on, something can be involved, and some crazy shit's gonna happen where it's just like, oh my god, that bastardly bastard.
MJF always has a trick up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Which makes his character, the character that it is.
Yep.
So yeah, I think MJF takes this. It'll be a fun match.
Violent.
It'll be a fun match.
Who bleeds first?
Hangman.
Yeah.
Then he gets that babyface rage.
Yep.
Yeah. And then goes after MJF. So I think Hangman bleeds first. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting match. It's gonna be a fun match. This is AEW's Hell in a Cell match. This is their blood feud and all blood feuds. They use death matches all the time, and no one dies. Surprisingly enough.
Thank God.
So there's that. MJF, us as a unanimous pick. Like I said, K's picks are going to come later. Moving on to the Women's World Championship match. Tekla, the AEW Women's Champion, who beat Chris Statlander in a shock, and for what I thought was a very big shocker on Dynamite. Chris Statlander's going for her rematch in what is going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Again, this is a feud ender type of match as well. 2 out of 3 falls means this is going to end at some way, shape, or form. I watched Tekla. She's good job, Taquan. Tekla is an interesting character. She's kind of an unhinged, like, rage monster. They kind of built her up as someone who was almost uncontrollable in like too strong style for even the Japan crowd. And you have Chris Statlander, who's kind of just built herself up as just Chris Statlander. She's not really an alien anymore. She's kind of just like that weird cool chick that everybody likes.
She's just, she's one of the boys. She's that girl who hangs around with all the frat boys, doesn't fuck any of them.
Yeah. And everybody respects her for it.
And everybody respects her for it. Like, no, man, she's just like our sister, man.
Yeah, she's really cool, dude.
I mean, those girls existed. It happened.
Yeah. So this is an interesting back and forth. Like I like Tekla. She's doing a good job of her, and also her triangle of madness is the name of her group. Going after Chris Statlander's babyface group, since Chris Statlander and Little Nightingale kind of made up and everything. So they're pitting Chris Statlander as being a really big babyface here. But with this one in particular, I want to see more of Tekla. So I'm going with Tekla.
Ooh, the claw.
That means you're going with Statlander.
I'm going with the claw. No, the claw. Her name's the claw. THEKLA, the claw. Come on. The alien reference. Oh, okay.
That's what I was like. I was like, you're going Statlander.
I kind of walked into that one. No, I'm going with the claw.
Tekla, yes, or Tekla. But yeah, 2 out of 3 falls. This should be a fun match. Again, AEW is very big with the gimmicky matches this card, which is fine. Very, very much fine. What's not going to be a gimmick, it's just a straight old fashioned. We're going to do this again because you still love to watch it. FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Of course, yes, Stokely Hathaway is FTR's manager, which is one of the funniest things about them. To be honest with you, the Young Bucks, they got their money back. They're EVP still.
They're happy Corbin now?
Yeah, they're happy Corbin. Yeah,
nice.
The Young Bucks are happy Corbin. Again, this is a feud that just keeps on giving.
It's New Day Usos.
It is the New Day Usos of AEW.
except they're all white.
Yeah, pretty much. This is New Day Usos. This is a toss-up for me. They've been going pretty back and forth. They have an agreement in place to not hit each other before this match. I know FTR took out their brother because apparently the Young Bucks have like an older brother or something. That's now that's now on TV with them a lot as well. So I don't know what this is. I don't like the Young Bucks. I've made that pretty clear on like past episodes. They annoy me. I think they're kind of overplayed and they've jumped the shark. I'm much a bigger fan of FTR, especially when they were the Revival.
Yeah. Which one's Dawson? Which one's Dash?
Which
one's Dawson?
And I don't know if they're just gonna be like, "Oh, give it to the Young Bucks again." But
that's my pick. I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks.
I'm gonna go with FTR. Generation Me.
Generation Me. FTR looks like a GTA like 5 like loading screen.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Like he's just shirtless on the beach.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. I like FTR. They kind of teased. FTR's been trying to get Ciampa in their little faction now, and Ciampa just turned on Briscoe on Collision in a very.
Oh, they did the Johnny spot. I saw
the Johnny spot.
They did the Johnny spot. Johnny's going to AEW soon.
It looks like it. Which good for him. I'll watch that tag team division. Bucks, DIY, FTR. I'll watch that tag team division any day of the week.
That's a good tag division.
Yeah. I love how Ciampa was like, Daxter Dawson was like, oh, we've known each other for a long time. We just want to say our welcome to AEW. And Ciampa was like, we've known each other for a long time, like 10 years. I thought you were an asshole then. I still think you're an asshole.
God, remember their ladder match when DIY won the belts? Oh no, when they lost the belts. That's when
they lost the belt because someone Ciampa injured himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ciampa injured himself in that match.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was like them, FTR, and I think Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain. Yeah.
AOP. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going FTR here. I think Ciampa gets involved in some way, shape, or form with this for now to see what we got going with them. So, moving on to one of the championships that we don't know if it's a mid-card title or if it's just there just because it's there. Jon Moxley puts his Continental Championship on the line against Konosuke Takeshita. This is for the AEW Continental Championship. This is the championship that you win after you win the Continental Classic at the end of the year for AEW. So Jon Moxley winning the Continental Classic and becoming the Continental Champion. I know. Versus Konosuke Takeshita of the Don Callis family. There is no time limit on this, so this is probably going to be quote unquote their show stealer match. Takeshita, NJPW, former NJPW champion. Jon Moxley speaks for himself, even though I don't give a crap about his character. He kind of is just there at the moment with his
Jon Moxley looks like he's watching Renee Young break her diet. What's that bitch eating?
Although the more I look at these match cards at AEW's, bro, the more this looks like it's something out of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I mean, I love the design.
I love the color design. Yeah,
the color design, the graphics. It's like everything about this looks great except the wrestlers.
They all look like they're supposed to be like switched.
Yeah, yeah. It's like why are they all looking away? Why are they all ignoring each other?
Yeah. This has the opportunity to like steal the show and be a barn burner. Oh, I don't know. Because like Moxie has a Death Riders faction. The Don Callis family is like the Wayans brothers of wrestling. There's just so many of them. And the Don Callis family already has some championships, and do they need more? Maybe. But there's still a little bit of meat on the bones of Jon Moxley, so I'm gonna go with Mox here.
Yeah, I agree.
Takeshita.
Yeah, Mox. I mean, Mox is still, like it or not, Mox is still like QB2, QB1A.
Yeah.
He's your ride or die, biggest box office. Well, he's up there.
He's up there. Yeah, if
Kenny's not around, it's Jon Moxley.
He's reliable, no matter what character he plays. He's reliable. So that's all I can say.
He's also constantly getting edited out of Shield packages.
That's also true. Takeshita is going to put on the show. Takeshita's a fantastic wrestler. Him and Moxley are going to put on the show, but I just think Moxley wins it in some way, shape, or form.
Take Shida.
Takeshita, but close.
Take Shida. Take Shida.
Don Callis rolling deep like No Limit. That is a great callback to Quan. That is a great callback. It is too many people in the Don Callis family. Like I said, they're like Wayne's brothers in and of itself. But moving along to the next match on the card, it is speaking of the Don Callis family, it is the Trios Championship.
4, 5 belts. I count 5 belts in this graphic.
Okay, so you have the Don Callis family, which is Mark Davis, Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher, and Okada, because Okada is not only the Trios champion, he's also the Kenny Omega and Okada championship, which I think is the international championship. I want to say it's the international championship. Like, remember the championship they made for Okada and Omega after All In?
Yep.
I think it's that title that he's holding that he never had because he's Okada.
Nice.
And then, so they're putting their newly won Trios titles on the line against Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, the Jet Kevin Knight, who is, if you haven't watched Kevin Knight, he's unreal. Here's how I'll explain Kevin Knight to you. He is Leon Slater with muscle.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and also 29. And versus Mystico, who is the CMLL world champion at the time. So they're putting the Trios titles on the line. Like I said, Don Callis literally won the Trios titles. The Don Callis family here won the Trios titles at the end of Dynamite this past week. And I do not believe that they will drop, although Mystico, Speedball, and Kevin Knight are going to put on a fucking show with them.
Yeah, I don't have Okada losing anything ever.
Yeah, I'm going with the Don Callis family. Also, I will say the Don Callis family is my favorite faction in all of wrestling, mostly because Don Callis is a freaking menace. And he's a damn good promo. He is a damn good promo representative of the Don Callis family. So, like, I would love to see. Wait, Will, you know of Don Callis, right? Because Don Callis did a stint in TNA for a little bit, correct?
I didn't Yeah, he probably did. I will never recognize him because he was on Raw in '97, and I didn't recognize until Flex told me. Yeah, he had long hair. Right. He was with
because he's bald now.
He was with the Truth Commission.
Oh wow.
He was on Survivor Series '97. He was on commentary for a little bit too. I didn't even recognize his voice. He might have showed up in ECW too in like '98, end of '98, early '99 as like a manager or doing some weird thing, but. Yeah, I know he probably was in TNA at some point along the line. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if I ever saw him though. I need to be reminded.
Yeah, he's bald now, so it is.
I mean, he's like the indie version of Paul Heyman.
Correct. Yes, that is absolutely correct. I'd love to see him and Paul do a face-off at one point. It's probably never going to happen, but it'd be great. But yeah, I'm going Don Callis. I do like the Don Callis family. They're heelish, but they're also fun. And it's a great cast of people. And half of his card is Don Callis. It's either like Don Callis family or freaking Death Riders. AEW is very faction heavy. It is what it is at this point. Next match on the card, just a straight up fight. Timeless Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir of the Death Riders. And everyone is banned from ringside here. I will tell you this. This is the promo card, but got it right. They're not looking away.
No, it's perfect. It's like they're both looking at the same thing.
Exactly.
But Tony Storm looks like a sex doll.
She's a little bit too cartoony in this graphic.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a real person.
Here we go.
Looks like she's made of. It's like she's monochrome.
There's your answer. There's your answer for you.
TNA mid 2000s. So yeah, I wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah. Again, everyone banned from ringside. We don't really see Marina Shafir fight as often as we probably should, but she really has come into her own after leaving WWE and going to AEW and being with Moxley and the Death Riders. Obviously, she is a former Ultimate Fighter going against everybody's favorite, person, Tony Storm, who held AEW on her back for like a year. Her and Mariah May, that feud was fucking fantastic. This is interesting. I'm leaning towards Marina Shafir. Because I'm like, Tony can, because I'm like, I look at this like, who needs the bigger stage? Tony's already over.
You gotta build a star. He needed stars.
I think Marina needs to like show that vicious side, which she does all the time, but be like, I'm so vicious, I took out your favorite person.
Do you see the winner of this match going for the title next?
God. If this was the men, I was going to say which title, but the women don't have that many titles.
Yeah, like the title. Do you see the Claw fighting Marina Shafir next?
No, because Thecla's technically a heel.
So
I don't see the winner of this going on to go for the women's title, maybe the TBS title, which is held by Willow Nightingale, who is forever going to be a babyface.
Is Mercedes still around?
Yeah, she's slowly bringing her way back to AEW, and she's slowly losing all of her other titles too, just like we predicted.
Thank God. I mean, it's going to happen eventually.
She still has a crap ton more titles to drop, but she's losing them.
She's getting there. I'm going timeless. I always go with timeless. She's my girl.
I get it. I totally get it. She's
no,
reliable.
it's not because she looks like a sex doll.
You were close to what his comment said. Very, very close.
Yeah. No, that too.
Yeah, I definitely get this as a toss-up, but I think Marina Shafir needs the win. That is just me. We're moving on this card pretty quick. We got 3 more matches to go here. Next match on the card is the battle of who is technically the most dangerous person in all of AEW. Brody King, Mr. essentially AEW's mascot against Ice at this point, versus Swerve Strickland, who continues to do absolutely freaking phenomenal work.
Big fan of Ice.
Swerve and Brody, this has no implications. I mean, Swerve just got off of a little bit of a quick TV feud with Kenny Omega, which is very weird to say.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
But this is moving on to Brody King, who Brody King has been breaking out, Ice chance, notwithstanding. He's coming into his own. Swerve Strickland has been that dude. He changed his music a little bit too, Swerve, which looked really good. The last time I watched,
why does he look so much like Damian Priest and Obafemi?
Who, Swerve?
Yeah, look at him. He has Damian Priest's face.
I see Damian Priest more than Oba.
Well, Oba is just, I needed someone with the same shade.
Yeah, I see.
Priest isn't dark enough.
I see Damian Priest. They do have similar body types as well. So with this, last time I saw this feud, Brody King was essentially being choked out by Swerve in the middle of a ring with a chain, with a steel chain.
Well, wrestling my guy.
Yeah. I think I'm going with Brody as well.
I think Swerve is also in that kind of stage where he's a top guy.
Yeah, he is.
So it doesn't matter if he's face or heel. He's proven to be super popular as both. And he's earned the respect of that kind of marquee crowd. So, like, if he
main evented All In against Bryan Danielson when he was AEW champion.
Yeah, there you go. So if he eats an L, people aren't gonna be like, "Oh, you buried him, boys. His career's over." It's gonna be like, "Yeah, okay, good for Brody King."
Exactly. Brody King needs this win a little bit more than Swerve does.
Yeah.
I am a big Swerve fan. I do like Brody King. Like I said, he's coming into his own, especially since Alistair left and the whole Dark Order thing.
Yep.
So speaking of which, apparently -1 is getting his first real wrestling match soon already.
I did see that. Isn't he like 17?
I don't know about that.
He's probably 15.
Maybe I have to look up what -1 Iceman versus Stat. A good comic book reference. Thank you.
Are him and Izzy gonna get married?
Nah, Izzy's too old for him, which is weird to say.
I know, right? Well, Izzy's what, 19-ish?
I think 19 going on 20.
Yeah. I mean, she should be in college, but she's not, right?
She's wrestling.
She's wrestling.
Wrestling all over the place. So,
hey, don't have debt, Izzy. I support that.
Yeah. Live our dream.
Have wrestling
pretty
debt.
much. Exactly. Final match on the card is going to be Bandido.
Damn, dude, Seth Rollins really looks different in this photo.
Another straight fight, Bandido, the ROH World Champion, I believe, still, versus Andrade El Idolo, the guy that keeps going back and forth between AEW and WWE, depending on his relationship with Charlotte.
Andrade was one of the masked men on Raw shuffling around, making Adam Pearce try not to laugh.
Can I sidebar real quick? That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It was. You know what it was? Road Dogs won for the road. Even though he was on SmackDown. But like, it was just like, not a terrible idea on paper, but really fucking stupid in practice. So dumb.
It was so dumb. I was like,
so dumb. I was just like, guys.
Can you imagine Seth going to the school and be like, hey guys, you guys want to be on TV? Yes, you're gonna wear a mask. Oh.
Okay.
But you're gonna be on Raw.
Oh. For 3 seconds. Oh. It's like I get there like, oh, it's a bunch of masked men beating this gimmick into the ground, but it was and Seth Rollins doesn't said anything.
This would have been good if they didn't reveal it was Seth.
No, I like the reveal. The reveal was good.
The reveal was fine, but I'm talking about you could have done this whole thing and then reveal Seth at the end.
Yeah.
Like if Seth hadn't already been revealed, this would have been great. This would have been a great moment to reveal that it was Seth.
Like I get what they're doing. It's like Seth's not medically cleared. It's needs someone to protect him. It's like, oh, now you don't know which one's Seth.
We know which one's Seth.
Yeah, the tall one.
The only one wearing a completely different mask.
Yeah, that too. It's like literally, it's like, in like in between innings, Yankee Stadium, they have the ball under the hat, and you got to follow the helmet. It's like, they're like, let's just do that, but on Raw.
But with people.
With people. All right, Adam Pearce, pick your number, A, B, C, D, or E.
Which one's it gonna be?
Which one is it? Oh no! Oh, no. Here's a gift. Here's a gift card to Modell's.
Pretty much.
Is Modell's still open? Got to go to Moe's, man. It's the first department store I
think it's more open online. I love Modell's. I used to love Modell's.
Modell's was the shit, man. They didn't have them up in New England, so every time I went down every time I came down to Jersey to visit my grandparents, where I was my dad would be like, "We gotta go to Moe's, buy something."
Modell's I got a lot of stuff from Modell's back in the day.
Yeah, Modell's was the shit. But anyway, yeah. This match, who gives a shit? Andrade.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because Bandito can go, Andrade can go, given the right partner. And Andrade just came back. Bandito's been on. Bandito's not putting the title on the line. Andrade wins. For me, it's very easy that Andrade wins. Andrade also a part of a Don Callis family as well. Like I said, the Don Callis family is like Wayne's brothers at this point. And so the final match on the card is the 0 Hour match. And guess what they love to do on 0 Hour, Will? A battle freaking royal.
That's 21 man.
21 man blackjack battle royal for the AEW National Championship. You know, the one that they stole from NWA, like the same design and everything. Yeah.
God, Ricochet talked so much shit on WWE to be on the pre-show.
That's the best part about this whole thing. He kind of walked his comments back, but he did talk a lot of shit.
I mean, I get talking shit when you first leave because like you're a heel, new thing, you want to get noticed, try and get some attention, but it's just like, bro, still.
So here's the crazy thing about not even that. Like I get it probably had an effect on him a lot. And I can understand being like, oh, I felt stifled creatively. That happens to a lot of people in WWE.
Yeah.
Especially at the time he was there.
He was misused, let's be fair.
He was. He wasn't misused in NXT though. In NXT, he was freaking phenomenal. Him and the Velveteen Dream had a great feud.
Yep.
Had a fantastic feud.
The only thing I was missing was the kiss.
Yeah. Here's what I learned about the AEW national title. You'll never really see it defended on AEW TV because if I heard them correctly, the AEW national title is supposed to be defended across promotions that are not AEW. So they pretty much like gave Ricochet a side quest.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we don't want you on TV, so fuck off. Here's a toy.
Go defend our title. Go make us look nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so, go expose the brand to new markets.
Again, and also the funny, pretty much. Also the funny part about this whole thing is that Ricochet won this via Battle Royal, if I remember correctly. So He could very well lose his battle royal. I don't expect any of us to get this right. You can literally throw out a name, and they could be in this because I don't freaking know. Like Ricochet could win this. I don't. He may not. It is a brand new title, but it doesn't really matter.
Well,
I'm gonna say Ricochet.
I'm gonna go Eddie Kingston.
Ah, that's fun.
Yeah, why not, right?
Why not?
Yeah.
We interviewed him.
We did.
Well, you
Yeah.
did.
I did, yes. It'd be funny. It'd be really funny. It won't happen. It'd be really funny if the hometown man won.
It's the hometown man.
man. It wouldn't be hometown man. Who do we
Gonna
have?
win the match however he can. It's the hometown man.
You're right, Freds. I also forgot about this title as well. We all do. Because you have the Continental, the International, you have International, and then you have National, which is wild to think about. How the International title gets defended on TV, but the National title does not get defended on TV. You know. And then you have the TNT title, which is still a thing. Then you have a trios, you have a tag team, you have the world title. There's a lot.
God, if AEW did Night of Champions, it would be 3 nights.
All they had to do was their original idea when they first did Collision. Get a world champion on Collision. It's essentially a brand split. Collision and Dynamite, make them 2 separate shows, make them look thematically different. Which, by the way, they don't.
One's red, one's blue.
Exactly. Or make one purple and make the other one yellow or something. Although it looks like an NXT, like old school NXT. But still, NXT uses silver and black now. So yeah, make it freaking yellow. But they didn't. And so it makes all of this stuff kind of weird and convoluted, and it's a mess. But hey, at least Ricochet has a title. He can call himself a national champion for something. That's all that really matters in the long run. Theoretically.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Fucking Ricochet.
Anywho,
dude.
folks. That is, well, listen. Ricochet's better than us. I've seen his wife. She's great. Oh, yeah. Anyway, folks, that is the end of our Revolution predictions and Calamity. On paper, I think it's actually going to be a really, really good show. The top of the card, I think is fantastic. Death match, 2 out of 3 falls. That tag title match is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Moxley's match is going to be insane. And Swerve is going to put on the show. I think Tony Marina Shafir are also going to put on a great match as well. A lot of this card is really, really solid. And AEW is in a good stride right now when it comes to their product and the quality of their product. And so all we have to do is essentially stick the freaking landing, which is sometimes a problem for AEW.
Yeah, usually it's the biggest
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, stick the freaking landing. But I think they've got it together pretty well. So I'm going to go, I think they're going to do a solid 8. It might be an 8-5.
I'm gonna go 8. Yeah, I was thinking 8. He's right. It's very top heavy, which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's not. And if the match card is done correctly, you build this.
Yeah.
Or you can do peaks and valleys. It is 8 matches with 9 on the pre-show, but this can be done really well. I'm interested to see how much they sold for this because the Staples Center is a big arena.
Yeah.
It's a big in-house
By
arena.
what, 13,000 probably?
Probably like the capacity.
Yeah, I'm saying with the
Oh,
wrestling setup.
Oh, with the wrestling setup, probably depends on how big they want to do his Revolution setup because AEW does like to do a lot of minimal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be close to maybe 17.
Damn, that's a lot of people.
It's possible. It's LA.
Yeah, it's a lot of people live in LA.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, and there's a lot of marquee places around there. So.
What's this called? Like the Crypto Dome?
Crypto.com Arena. Because I guess Staples didn't want to pay the sponsorship anymore.
God, I can't wait until that name's removed. 20,000 is the capacity.
So yeah,
Boxing/wrestling is 19,079.
So I think they're going to do at least 17.
That'd be a great number for them. I'd say even 15 is a good number.
Yeah, they might go as high as.
Because you got to figure most other arenas, especially nowadays when they're smaller with wrestling, it caps out at 12, 13,
Yeah,
maybe 11, depending where you are.
yeah. This is technically the Lakers play here, the Clippers play here.
Yeah.
they've held WrestleManias here, so this is a sizable arena.
So if they can do 15, I think that's a very, very good number.
Yeah, I want to say the Kings play there too, so it's a big arena by.
There's Sacramento though, the Kings.
No. Los Angeles Kings.
Oh, the hockey
team. Yes. So it's going to be a big arena just because of that in and of itself.
Yeah, the Kings do play there.
Yeah.
The
So
Sparks play there.
LA Sparks, WNBA.
Yeah. And then concerts.
So multi-use arena, the biggest arena there. Be But As It May, we are at the end of our show. We did pretty good times.
8:35. Love it.
Yeah, NXT is going on right now. I'll probably catch up on that later because they're pretty much doing a reset on the build leading up to Stand and Deliver with some interesting stuff going on there, especially with Sol Ruka, Will's favorite wrestler that hasn't been called up yet. Miss Soul Snatcher herself. But otherwise, is there anything that we missed in wrestling that we needed to cover? I think we got everything, correct?
Yeah, I got my Punk dig in there. We talked about Seth Rollins. Liv and Stephanie Vaquer is getting there.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. Vaquer's video package was very good. Their messaging is down. I know both sides of the story. I can sympathize with both characters in terms of like their journey to the top.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, the institutional route versus the traditional nickel and diamond route. So it's
grassroots.
Yeah, thank you. It's a tale as old as time. Interesting story. And then, Liv's been kind of in the middle of Dominant Judgment Day, so hasn't really had much time for that specifically. But moving forward, I need to see those two interacting with each other, getting a little more physical.
I do like Stephanie's message in her promo package. It was like, you were given all of these opportunities, and you still think so little of yourself. She's like, I think about you with more respect than you think about yourself.
Yeah, that's a good line. You know why that hits? That hits, because I think that's a lot of people, myself included. It's like I tell Jazz all the time, I wish I could see me the way you see me. And that is such a relatable message, because people, people's biggest problem is their self-confidence and their self-esteem, and it's hard to view yourself the way that people view you, and that's such a great line.
She's like, you think so little of yourself. You're like, you date a trash human being. I was like, God. I was like, I like where this is going.
Yeah.
She's like, you could be so much better, but you hold yourself back. And I was like, ooh, that's not. And she's like, well, she's like, yeah, I didn't go the industry route, but guess what? We're all in the same place now.
Yeah.
So
my mud hut was good enough. My quote unquote mud hut.
That was such a savage line by Liv.
It was a great line.
I was like, oh, yikes. But yeah, no, I still say that night one main event is up for grabs. And right now, I think the front runner, because it has the best put together story, is Liv and Stephanie. It's not going to main event night one, but it's the best of the 3 world titles that don't have a spot yet at Mania.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes with that. Like I said, WrestleMania is finally picking up. But who knows? It all could go to shit later. A lot of this hinges on what they do with the WWE men's title.
Yeah. Danhausen's also starting to work a little bit.
He is. I still need to see him in the ring, but his backstage stuff is great.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't need to see him in the ring. In fact, I don't want to ever see him in the ring. What he's doing, here's the thing, Ricky. He's there to sell merch.
Did you see the video of him? He took over a merch stand.
Of course he did.
He took over a merch stand and started selling his own t-shirts.
I'm getting to the point where it's just like, fuck it. This guy does not need to wrestle. He just needs to be silly. Because he's not there to wrestle. He's not there to win titles. He's there to sell merch. That's why he was signed.
I love how he cursed original Grande Americano, so we got the second Grande Americano.
Yeah, so we got the other one. Fucking stupid, but you know what? Corey Graves made it work.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah, and they haven't signed him anywhere. Like, I love how he went to SmackDown. Like, oh, Nick Aldis, here's my demand house.
You might listen to my demand housings.
He's like, I'll need a WWE Hall of Fame induction right now. Yeah, he you know what it is? He grows on you. Danhausen grows on you. Now, is he going like? Now, here's the thing. Do you because like there's a bunch of free agents roaming around. Like Obafemi is technically still a free agent. Him and Rusev was fantastic.
Yeah, it was
The big
fine.
man
It's all,
match.
all it needed to be. Meat slapping meat.
You
Where
know.
is it? Where is it? I got the button there somewhere.
Meat slapping match. Where is it? Yeah, hit me with it.
It was meat slapping majesty.
So, is Danhausen a character that you sign, or do you have him float?
Float.
Because he's kind of like
floats.
that ghostly figure.
Yeah, he floats.
And you can kind of put him anywhere. Yeah.
He floats. Put him in NXT. Fuck it. He floats.
hmm And I think what you do with Danhausen too.
Apparently he did his thing during a commercial break where like he was giving out
Oh, yeah.
shirts and then he put the lights off and they put the lights back on when he was halfway up the ramp, like on purpose to fuck with him. So like that's what I mean. Like it's little shit like that as like this just a segment break in between the wrestling. He doesn't need to wrestle, dude. He's there for entertainment and to sell merch.
I want the Danhausen curse to kind of be like the Madden curse, where like if he curses you, you're kind of doomed, but there's got to be like one person every couple of like months or so that beats the curse.
Yeah, goes, you know what? And then they just elbow him so he can't be cursed.
It's like super kick to the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be fantastic. Use of Danhausen. Does he get a Mania spot?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what? He announces the attendance total for both nights. It's like him and Lillian Garcia.
Just weirding people out. Oh my god.
It's like,
Real
and
quick,
all 80,000 of you are cursed.
I do want Danhausen to host Halloween Havoc.
Yes, that'd be great.
Unfortunately, they got rid of Shotzi, but Shotzi and Danhausen hosting Halloween.
God, it would be so great if like his costumes, he just shows up without the face paint.
That's his costume,
That's
and no one
his
knows who he is.
costume. Yeah, yeah.
He just comes as a regular guy.
Yeah. You know, I'm Mark from
would be-
accounting.
Psych, it's me. Also, real quick, I thought in the gauntlet match, Ivy Nile looked fantastic. That's just a real quick.
Yeah, her pinning Io was okay, interesting.
Good little heel heat. She got the cheap heat. I liked her more for that stalling suplex on Bailey. I was like, wow, you're up there for a long time.
Yeah, long time.
It's gonna be a long way down. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, wrestling's he curses Slack. You give me ideas.
Yeah,
you give
definitely.
me ideas.
Is he on Cameo? I'll pay him.
He probably can't anymore now.
I
That he's in
know,
WWE.
but still.
God, if he was on Cameo, I'd be like, yo. I would hit you and Cat, be like, yo, we're gonna send something to Slack.
Or cursing Slack.
Cursing Slack. Yeah.
So his head, it's just like 90 seconds. Curse. You are cursed. Fuck you, Slack.
Pretty much. Oh, that would have been great. Yeah, that would have been fantastic. But yeah, I think that's all the news that's been in the booth. So
Yeah, let's do a quick post show because World Baseball Classic USA is going to destroy Italy at 9:00. So I'm excited.
well, we already beat Mexico. So do you really need to watch that?
A little bit. I gotta see my Italian brethren. Jorge Posada's like the manager of Team Italy or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't know how he's Italian, but I guess he's Italian.
Didn't know he was
I
Italian.
mean, he looks Italian, but his last name's Posada.
Posada. I don't know. I'll ask
That's
my
some
Italian.
kind of Caribbean or Spanish or Central American.
Yeah, I did not see Italy there at all. It didn't cross my mind one bit. Beaver Resume, let's get this show on the road. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 436. You are cursed. I am your host that is not cursed, King Rick Rose. You can find me in Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. The links to all of that are in the description below. Or if you're watching this right now, we're in this little QR code that is above my head on the screen right now. Links to all of that also include links for some of our fantastic merch, which was recently modeled by independent wrestler Leba Bates. Shout out to Leba Bates, and thank you for rocking some of our merch. It looked really, really fantastic on you. If you are listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word. Everywhere else. Again, links all about in the description below or also in the QR code. Will Tarashok say?
I'm looking at old pictures of Jorge Posada, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I see it. He's very Italian. So his full name is Jorge Rafael Posada Vieta. That's very.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That's one. He has 4 names. Very Italian, and he's Puerto Rican. He's born in Puerto Rico.
Oh, so, Puerto Rican and Italian. Okay,
yeah,
that coming together. Okay.
Yeah, no, that when you know all that information,
put it together.
Those ears,
yeah,
you got those face and ears. Like, that motherfucker's Puerto Rican and Italian, most definitely. So hip hip Jorge, hip hip Jorge. Don't Google me, please.
Pretty much. When we come back, maybe next week, we might actually just have a regular non-prediction show for the first time in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'll have internet, so I'll be around.
Unless TNA decides to put on a Friday PLE, which I still have to catch up on TNA on. I'm a couple weeks behind on that. But if not, it'll just be a regular show. Hopefully we get a bigger build to WrestleMania. Hopefully there's no title change on SmackDown anymore. Hopefully we can get like a streamlined way. And I think AEW Revolution is going to be a very, very good show for them. I have hopes for them for AEW to put on a solid show, which I haven't said in the existence of AEW. So we'll definitely see what happens. So until next time, folks, goodbye, good night. We'll see you soon. And you are cursed, Slack, because fuck you, Slack. Take it easy, guys. This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast. All right, Frets. By the way, I know you were talking about if you're still here, Frets, which I really hope you are. So Fred said he had early access to WWE 2K, which comes out on Friday officially.
Yeah.
So Freds, I want to know what you think of this. I'm going to get this at some point because I want to play GM mode.
Of course you do. Some of the character models look pretty shitty though. You see what Lyra Valkyria looked like? Yuck.
I saw that face on when she was in the gauntlet match. I was like, ooh, that's a little bit too much detail.
Yeah, some of the character models
scale back a little bit.
Ia looked good.
Ia looked good. Blake Monroe's character model is pretty good as well. And things like that. But I do want to know about Frets, about what your early thoughts of this are. Because I'm very interested. I'm interested in itself of the of GM mode because they upped a lot of things you can do in GM mode, which I'll read to you some right now as I pull it up. Here.
Did you see Sony's getting rid of their PC access? It's going to be all completely exclusive to PS5 again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm very bummed.
Did you also hear Sony's doing dynamic pricing on the PlayStation Store?
Ooh, yeah. That's not going to go over well.
They already started experimenting with it overseas. So it's don't mind the grind for DLC instead of getting it outright. Oh yeah, so there is a I haven't played GM mode in a few years. You should. So there's in the showcase mode, like CM Punk showcase mode, they gave you an option. You can go through the entire showcase, but if you want to unlock everything all at once and not do a showcase, you have to win a gauntlet match featuring all the characters in the showcase.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I usually don't play that. I will play GM mode. And so GM mode, they have a starting, you can start with a budget as low as 3 million or as high as 7 million. Which is pretty freaking awesome. You can sort things by ring level. Oh, supported match types. So they added a bunch of supported match types for GM mode. You can have the supported match types that they added are a 5-way match, a 6-way match, 3 versus 3, triple threat tag match, an 8-way match, 4 versus 4, fatal 4-way tag, 1-on-2, 1-on-3, or 1-on-4. They also added matches on a weekly basis: ladder match, battle royale, bloodline rules match, I quit match, inferno match, dumpster match, and 3 stages of hell. They have a bunch of returning PLEs you can do. Also, what is it? Every season is like, so Historically, the seasons have been like 25 weeks for a season, and now they're 50-week seasons.
So a full year.
Actually, you get to pretty much do a full
Yeah,
year.
you do a full year.
You can add custom championships now to your GM mode. You can do a lot of trading of power cards. You can do invasion promos. So you can have a character from your brand invade another brand and cut a promo. Which is really cool. Do you want to hear the list of GMs in GMO that you can choose from?
God, there's probably so many.
Some of them, a lot of them are, there's a couple that are new, but most of them have come back from last year. So Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, Paul Heyman, Stephanie McMahon, Xavier Woods, and Tyler Breeze. They kind of popularized it on YouTube. That brought GMO to 2K. You can be Eric Bischoff. You can be Regal. You can be your favorite GM ever, Teddy Long.
Fuck yeah.
The new to this year, Bobby Heenan.
Nice.
Ava, HBK, Sensational Sherry, Miss Elizabeth. Also new to this year, Stacy Keibler.
Interesting.
You can have Mr. Fuji as your GM. You can have CM Punk as a GM. You can make your own GM. And the greatest one ever that they added, the newest GM, is the anonymous general manager.
So I counted 19 there.
Yeah.
That's a
And
lot
all of them
GMs.
have
They'll take different abilities, different stats, all that kind of stuff.
exactly.
No Paul Heyman?
No, Paul Heyman's there.
Okay. So,
Pierce, Aldis, Heyman,
oh, okay.
Stephanie, Xavier, Breeze, Bischoff, Foley, Regal, Teddy, Heenan, Ava, HBK, Sensational Sherry, Miss Elizabeth, Stacy Keibler. She should have come in as Miss Hancock, but obviously we're not going to allow them to put Miss Hancock in there.
Oh.
I know, right? Mr. Fuji.
Bullshit, man.
and the anonymous general manager. And all of them have different perks and stuff.
I love the anonymous GM. That's fucking hilarious.
His face card is like when the title's vacant. A blank thing.
Turnbuckle Dan.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, no, that's GM mode. I know the island's different this year, and you don't have there's the DLCs are on like a. There's no real DLC packs. It's on like a season system. Every season has different people you can unlock.
Okay, so it's kind of like a live service then.
Yeah. Some of the backstage brawl locations are Wild Infernal Dumpster.
Yeah, when I played 24 was the last one I played. The backstage stuff was a lot better.
Yeah, there's a backstage. I know last year they had the warehouse where you can play in the WWE warehouse. And just a bunch of random like historical shit in there.
And when you and Charles do GM mode, do you do cross? Did it allow cross play? Or you guys on the same system?
We were on the same system.
Okay.
They haven't allowed it. When I read the GM mode like breakdown, they didn't say it's going to be cross platform.
I don't know how they haven't figured that out yet.
I don't know if they don't want to do, but like it needs, and so it's not cross platform, and there's no like technically like online for it.
Yeah.
Which that's the things they need, like, because people like there are people out there who will do this. They'll do like parties for this.
Yeah, for GM mode. Van with Ant did it. Remember? They had like the Twitch show.
Yeah, he had he had an EFED.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it would be a good thing because like if they did that and it was like cross platform, I'd be like, yo, all right, like 4 of us or whatever, we'll put a league together and we'll just book our shows.
Yeah.
And see who books the best show. You know, give everybody exorbitant amount of money and just go nuts.
Who wants to do math?
Nah, the stuff is pretty cool. Anywho, yeah, this is gonna be a quick post show because I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired of sitting in this chair all day. I'm essentially gonna buy a new one because this one has seen its final days.
Yeah, we threw out our couch. So I got to buy a new couch when we move.
Yeah, you said fuck your couch.
Yeah, we did. We did say fuck that couch. It was a pain in the ass to take apart, but it was a pain in the ass to get down the stairs. But I did it.
I bet.
Piece by piece, 35 stairs. It took me 6 trips to take everything out.
God, that sucks, dude. Moving is
You know how many trash bags we've thrown out? Full trash bags. I've probably thrown out like 20 trash bags full of stuff.
like 13-gallon or like the actual big like
the big ones, the big trash cans.
Jesus.
Trash bags. Oh yeah. We're throwing out so much stuff.
God, consolidation. Wow.
That's what happens when you downsize. But no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm
very
excited
good.
for the move. I'm ready to get out of Hoboken.
Yeah, have a safe move, dude. So
Yep.
need help? I won't be around.
Don't worry. No, we got the best movers in Brooklyn. It's me fine.
There you go. All right, guys, we're all gonna get out of here. I've gotta probably play Spider-Man, which I beat the game. I'm just gonna 100% it.
Spider-Man 2.
I beat it in a week, but yeah,
I should buy it before Sony pulls it.
it's fun. I'm telling
I
you,
know people love it because Venom's in it.
Venom. There's a bunch of characters in it.
Yeah, I know. Dude, the first one was incredible. Miles Morales was fun. I mean, those games are just incredible. I'm gonna buy it eventually.
Yeah, and this one you get to play as both of them. You get to switch between them.
Yep, I know. I've seen reviews. I've seen gameplay. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah,
So
it's very good.